the right thing, yeah. Okay. Is the stream coming through now? I feel like everything's ready, but hopefully. Okay. Is the stream coming through now? I think it's good now. So you guys are live. Okay.
Can you share your screen?
I think everything's ready. But all right. Let me tell the players to get started. Hopefully. Okay.
Looks like they're off to a start.
Is the stream coming through now? Able to see the screen now. So you guys are live. Okay.
Can you share your screen?
I think everything's ready. Yeah. All right. Let me tell the players to get started. Oh my God. Where's
Lucky.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Looks like we are live. Welcome, everyone, to the final matches of the USBGF Online National Championship. I'm Gerry Tansey. With me is the legend himself, Matt Cohn-Geyer, on commentary. And this is the end of a long journey. We've got Berkant Bilgi playing the black checkers from Turkey versus Ilia Guzei from Madison, Wisconsin, playing the white checkers. And this has been a battle since the start of the year. Over 300 players entered, and these are the last two. We're going to have a winner today. Berkant has 3 losses. Ilia has 4 losses, which means that Berkant will win the tournament if he wins 1 match. Ilia will win the tournament if he wins 2 matches. So, going to play an 11-point match today, and this is exciting.
Yeah, it's a Swiss tournament, and basically they pair like records with like records, and we're down to the last 2. You get up to 5 losses, so Berkant only has 3, and Ilia has 4 currently.
And I apologize, this is a 13-point match.
Very unlucky.
Yeah. I know Ilia from my time in Madison, which is where I actually learned to play backgammon. He was one of the strongest players at the club back when I started playing. I didn't really know what I was
Your
doing
opponent
then, but I
doubles.
kind of got pointed in the right direction. So
New game.
Berkant I'm not familiar with, but I guess he's a strong player in Turkey and plays in Istanbul and Cyprus and has had good results there. So
Ton of results in those big field tournaments over there. And also a very strong online player. He won the 2021 WBIF World Championship. So both these guys can play.
yeah. First game was a pretty quick point for Berkant, so he's leading 1-0. And
Unlucky.
game looks like Ilia has escaped, or sorry, Berkant has escaped all his checkers.
Decision here with that 5-1, whether to make the 5 and leave the shot or to go on.
Yeah. I think, normally you like to play very safe, even though the 5-point is pretty strong once you've escaped everyone and you're leading in the race because you're just so close to a cube. But, the 5-point is obviously better structure in the long term.
Well, it works great when you're missed like this.
Yeah, when you're missed, it's great. How about cube action? Looks like it's going to be a double pass, yeah?
I believe so. I had just too many men in the zone and the failed blitz structure on the other side. Just going to get killed here.
It's only 5 pips, but it's only 5 pips, but there's no anchor.
Yep.
Unlucky.
It's kind of hard to. You have to
Your
either
opponent
get a shot
doubles.
or escape both of the checkers somehow.
Cube came quickly. Ilia's taking some time.
Yeah, I think it's just a pass. I mean,
Yeah.
It's not the craziest take in the world because
Your
you're only down
opponent
5
takes.
pips. You don't have anybody on the bar, but
He does take.
it's hard to. It's an uphill battle.
The trouble is, this is the best case scenario where he doesn't really hit you, but now you're behind a 5 prime, and even if you anchor, it's just
Yeah, it's not the best case scenario, but
yeah. But let's put it this way: it's not the worst. You know, you're not getting
could have rolled
immediately crushed.
Right. Right. It's very hard when you don't have an anchor, you know.
Right.
Yeah. You don't want to. I call it leading with your chin. Yeah, it's like you're trying to break the guy's jaw with your fist. Break the guy's fist with your jaw.
Ilia's gotten a guy out. He's got 2 more tests. He's got to get the other guy out, and he's going to win the race from there. But
yeah, if he gets the other guy out, it's a close race, right? So that's certainly doable if he can escape. But the problem is he's behind a 5 prime and not at the edge. So
trying to decide this ace.
you freeze him on 5-3 and 5-4 for making the 3-point, but he's probably not going to leave a shot anyway, right? He probably wouldn't even leave an indirect.
And Berkant completes the 6 prime. So
Yeah. It's very hard from behind the 6 prime.
just death now. Berkant can slot the front with impunity.
Yeah, once Ilia has made his ace point, the kind of counter priming hopes are dashed. So even hitting a shot doesn't do anything for him.
Berkant's probably going to look to go fishing now. He rolls like.
Yeah, if you roll like a 5 or an ace, do you hit? Maybe.
Like he's got the choice
Like
here.
4 probably hits, right? I don't know.
There's some risk of rolling something awkward later, but
Right. I kind of like the hit.
I do too.
It's nice to try to pick up the second checker rather than, the play to win is to just roll the prime forward without leaving gaps. But here, I think you should probably
This is too
complete
much.
the closeout. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't stack everyone on the deuce point as much as you want a second checker.
This should just be a calm. The most common variation: calm bear off, no gammon.
Yeah. Most common variation is black just wins the single game. Okay, double 6. So if he rolls one more double 6, he's got a chance. But he needs at least 2 more sets.
That's where we're kind of rooting for drama, and there's a little drama.
It's supposed to be neutral, but it would be cool to see at least Ilia win the first one, so we'll have kind of a more exciting,
I think that's what most of the fans are pulling for is more backgammon.
Yeah.
New game.
I'd like to see more backgammon have more excitement, but Berkant off to a strong start, up 3-0, so.
Still a long match, but definitely the way he dreamed it to start.
So Ilia slots his 5, and he's able to now make the 5 with the 5-3. Berkant bringing 2 checkers down, and Ilia has 5 to make the bar point. He's got the stronger prime, but Berkant only has 1 guy back, so.
Yep. And the 5-2 finally makes some structure, so.
Yeah. He needs a little bit more of an improvement.
Yeah, pretty as Ilia's structure is now, he just doesn't have really anything yet.
Splitting makes sense because you're kind of out of other checkers to play with. I mean, you could slot your 4-point, but that leaves a direct 3. So,
and once your opponent has escaped the checker, probably have to do something with the back, man.
Right. I'd be inclined to make this play and keep the pure structure.
Yep.
Double 2. Interesting. So you can step up. You can make the 9-point, but making the 9-point, you probably have to step up, right?
I think stepping up for me, this is probably what I'd do. The last ace is not ideal, but
I think if you do this, you're kind of out primed, right? You want to escape that checker pretty badly. This one doesn't seem to,
Yeah,
Is it possible that checker gets attacked back there?
Could be.
On the 3-point. So maybe, there is something to be said for making the 9. Of course, you could get attacked on the ace point also.
Unlucky.
And a fan?
Well,
Your opponent
you're trailing
doubles.
3-0, so you got to double this.
This is a very quick cue from Ilia. Well done. And
interesting.
Trying to take?
Yeah,
enough structure there.
It's probably a good take even at the score.
Yeah. Entering in hits because there's not really anything else to do with this 3. This is sort of.
Yeah, you don't want to break your midpoint and leave 2 blots in the outfield that are exposed to. He can attack you on the deuce point with his 6s and 5s, and then he can also hit in the outfield. At least here he's on the bar and maybe he fans or something.
Yeah, the other play takes a risk with no upside, really.
Right. I mean, it's fewer shots at the blots immediately, but you also have that guy hanging on the deuce point, so it might be more shots, actually.
Yep. And this is going to double hit.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Getting close to a closeout if you could pick and pass with, you could do 7-4 to 3, or you could do 5-4, 5-2.
I'm kind of looking at the ladder play that you mentioned.
Yeah, I think shifting off the 5-point gives you a bunch of covers. You leave 13. You leave 12 shots no matter what you do.
And it doesn't matter the order we make the points in with these blitz positions, really.
Right. So, we're actually happier to have our other ammunition kind of getting closer to.
Unlucky.
Unless you somehow win a priming
Unlucky.
game. It's going to be very hard to win a priming game.
Yep. That's not the road we're down here.
Right.
All right, now this roll is going to be good for extrication.
Yeah, you don't want to make a 20-point. You want to just get those checkers out, right? You don't want to get stuck on that while he's on the bar.
just bring in the deuce 8-6 because
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to be blocking your sixes here. I'm not sure though.
No, I would play 8-6, but I think it's probably not a big deal. I don't think it's a huge deal what you do, but this kind of makes sense to me.
Getting everybody out. Oh, huge. 2 quick fives from Berkant.
Epic
gonna-
lock.
Almost certainly save a gammon and maybe even win the game if he can get a good roll here.
Big shot here. See if
Unlucky.
Get the last guy safe. He does.
So probably just going to be a single game for Ilia unless something crazy happens here.
Barring disaster for both sides.
It's possible to win a running gammon if you roll like double six or something, but
I mean,
it's pretty hard.
Yeah, at this point, he's just going to take the crossovers. Well, it's just 6-1-5-1. Now, do you?
Yeah, I think you clear the 6 point. I don't know.
This is one. In most scenarios, I would just clear.
Right.
You start to get an erasing lead that's big enough that you consider
Right.
it.
It could be there where it's like I feel like it's pretty close at that point with the four guys, the four short crossovers.
Set for a sweat? Not today. All right. 3-2.
All right, nice.
New game.
Okay. All right, Berkant opens with 4-2, making the 4, and Ilia is splitting with 6-2, which makes sense once your opponent has stripped the 8 point. You want to more inclined to split than normal.
And slash with this 5-4 to break communication, or at least he's going to look at it.
I think it makes sense to hit. I mean, you like to break communication when your opponent splits with a 6, and then you also have the stronger board, 2-1. It is nice to get a spare back on the 8 point, but hitting would make more sense when you have the stronger board.
Big swing on this roll.
Yeah. That would have been pretty
Lucky.
strong. Oh boy, I guess come out.
Unlucky.
Yeah, I guess come out.
And Ilia a little disappointed he's not able to make the 5 point.
Yeah, I mean, you could do something, but playing safe makes a lot of sense, right? You have no blots, you can improve later. You can just roll 3-1 or double 1 here.
I mean, yeah, after rolling the big set of 6s, you're kind of one good roll away from just winning this game. So
yeah, your best rolls are like other sets that come off the 18 point, but you can also, build your forward position and win that way, even if you don't get off the 18. So.
Ooh.
This is pretty good for building the forward position. 4 must come up. And I guess he should cube, right?
I think he should cube now. Very volatile here. Already has an advantage in the race, but the threat is to just hit him and close him out.
Yeah, you've got him outboarded 4-2. You're trailing in the match, leading in the race. He's got a blot on his board.
Your opponent doubles.
All kind of indicators. I think you pass.
The more I'm looking at it, the more I don't like this as Berkant.
Yeah.
It's
Like the blot on the deuce point. If you own the deuce point, I guess you can take. But with a blot there, it's like really.
yeah, we're about to have a fight on the 5 point, and they're about to hit us first.
Right. I mean, it's possible Ilia rolls a bad roll, like I don't know, 6-3 or something, but you know,
Even a number like 6
gonna hit.
like 5-4.
New
Yeah,
game.
5-4 is gonna break contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, good pass, I think.
Early sweep the leg with that 4-1.
You like to come out and make the ace point with 6-5. He played it
Yeah.
very quickly.
Yeah, he moved that very quickly. A lot of times
you
you're
don't
just
wanna-
supposed to cover it.
Yeah, you don't want to miss a play. It's always bad to miss a play. So it's one of the things I try to avoid is just like not seeing a play.
But
And obviously the first roll of the game you want to run with 6-5, but things change very, very quickly, and you want to make sure you're adapting to how things are changing at the board.
well, and I mean, like second and third roll positions are things that people really should study, because knowing the differences in those really kind of helps with the rest of your game too. So
Yeah. Or 6 escaping.
all right.
So,
Good roll from Berkant.
yeah. It's got 4s, 2s. That's a pretty good roll. Do you hit with the
Got it.
2? I think.
Choice in how to hit this.
Yeah, you can unstack and come in on a higher point, or you can leave fewer return shots. It's not obvious to me. what to
It's
do
not
with this.
obvious to me either.
I think I like this play.
Very unlucky.
Coming in on the higher point and unstacking.
Now, what about this after a fan from?
I don't think you're there yet. I mean, you do have a 2-point board with the ace point, and your opponent
Lucky.
has a stronger structure. But now it feels
Your
like it's
opponent
Now we're
doubles.
more interested.
Yeah.
New game.
Good. Well, passed quickly.
Yeah. Was a strong blitz, but Berkant did have a lot of structure on his side, right? He had the 5-point.
Those quick turnarounds on a hit make a big difference in terms of whether you can take or pass these.
Yeah. Bar point was slotted, so if it gets missed, you can potentially come in and make the bar and have a 4'.
And Berkant chose not to split the back checkers here.
Yeah, you need to split. You need to split again with this roll because, once your opponent makes an advanced anchor, you just absolutely have to get off the ace point. You can't, he's making structure on his side, but he's like fighting a wall, right? His opponent owns the 20-point, and if Ilia makes better structure in front of his ace point, then Ilya's just totally smashing him.
Yeah, the game can be over pretty quickly.
Right. So again, you have to split. You can't just wait to die on the ace point.
I know it's a wall of checkers, but don't get ground down.
Yeah.
He's afraid of getting attacked, but he's just got to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you can get attacked, but the other way, it's like you almost lose for sure, right? If he rolls a good number, it's like the game's over, and if he doesn't, then he's still just winning. At least this way, you give him some bad rolls, like the 4-3, where he can't actually do anything.
He can play quiet or he can play loud.
Yeah.
He chose the structure, which kind of looks good, actually.
Yeah, makes sense. 4-2, you want to hit, but then you leave a bunch of blots. You want to make your 4-point, but then you leave the guy hanging on the midpoint. I guess you make the 4-point.
This is. I think this is me.
You could also play 13-7 and do nothing, but I think I like making the 4-point.
Yeah. He's looked at all 3 plays, which is important.
Yeah. Hitting isn't crazy either. With the 4-point and the 7-point, you really like holding the 20-point. Plus, the 4-point does fill in a gap. So it's.
It looks like Ilia has ruled out hitting.
Yeah, makes sense. I think that makes sense. The problem with this is you leave the ace shot and the 7 shot. Otherwise, it would be great. But on the other hand, if you play 13-7, okay, he's going back to the hitting.
This does gain some ground in the race.
It does.
The second checker back.
The problem is your structure. You got the gaps, and if he comes in and anchors or hits back, then the gaps are not like super strong forward position. Okay,
Ultimately,
13-7. I think that's pretty reasonable. Also,
yep.
I don't understand why this. You don't want to leave an 8 shot, and it just creates an extra block for very little upside.
Ilia gleefully hits with that 6-2.
Yeah, the 8 actually could have made the 4-point.
Ooh, that 3 might. He makes the
cube action
play,
here?
but
No cube action. This is gonna be
good shot.
What about a
Lucky.
cube action now?
Very lucky.
Nothing. Okay.
Wow.
Now I think you're too good, right?
Seems too good to me.
Yeah. I mean, what can Berkant possibly roll to take? Double 3, maybe. Hit a fly shot. I don't know.
It seems like Berkant's best case scenario is nothing happens and he makes his anchor and then you just get to pass the cube that comes. Although
Right.
this is
Right. This is you could hit a fly shot. It is
Right.
possible.
I guess I wasn't being imaginative enough. This is. I was expecting him to do something like safe things up if he can't hit. But,
I think now every roll safeties.
Yeah.
Now that he's lost contact with he do leave the 2-6 from the bar, but he's going to win plenty of gammons with 3 checkers on the ace point. With only 2, you don't win so many, but with 3, you're starting to creep up into 40% range.
And it's debatable whether Berkant will have much of a board on in the event of a hit anyway.
Yeah, if he can maintain it and hit quickly, like before Ilia starts bearing off, then it's possible. But he has to roll like a 6 double 6 here or something in order to keep it.
Well, that's a little fast.
Assume you keep the bar point to keep him blocked on the 6. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want him to escape with the 6.
Right. I want him to crack.
Yeah. And he is cracking. So now he has a very safe play on, because even if he gets hit, he can always double later. And, it's basically going to be a pass even after a hit.
And bearing off aggressively too, instead of clearing from the back like you might normally do.
Yeah, at this point, you're kind of assuming the game is basically gin, and then the only question is, are you going to win a gammon? And certainly taking checkers off helps in the gammon race. He is losing the gammon race. Like, Berkant is probably going to save a gammon, but there is some chance if you roll a double, you can win one.
Berkant deciding whether...
I would stay for, you're getting shots on 6-5, 6-4, 5-4, and then you're also preventing him from slotting his ace point or taking 2 men off with 6-2, 5-2, 4-2, 3-2, right? He would love to take 2 guys off if you run.
Right. And he's only burning 1 checker to do it, or one
burning
pip,
a
one pip.
I guess there is some risk you get stuck next turn, where you roll like 3-2, double 3, something like that.
Forced now.
Looks like it's gonna be a single game. Yeah, that'll make it gin.
So after the 3-0 start for Berkant, Ilia's
Your opponent doubles.
going to rattle off 5 straight
New game.
points.
Yeah. Again, Ilia needs to win this match just to get to a rubber match.
Right.
So this is the game 6 to force a game 7. You like to split against the 3-point. Yeah, you don't want to come in on the ace point because your opponent has a better priming structure, and you don't want to be on the ace point against a priming structure, right? You want to be split. Double 3 makes the advanced anchor at the edge and probably just tidy up the blots in the outfield. Make an outfield point. Three-point is okay, but it leaves 6-3 and 6-4 as disaster swing rolls that hit you.
Right. And I mean, this is kind of like, you're almost guaranteed to just be better after this play. It's only like a few of the sets that equalize for the opponent. And
Yeah.
you kind of creep up on that cube.
Lucky.
Oh, wow, that was a blunder, huh?
Huh.
It was making the 3-point by a lot. Okay.
Okay. I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, me neither. I would have. Oh, the 6-3 again. He didn't come off the ace point. Once your opponent has an advanced anchor, you just have to split immediately. You can't wait to die. This is gonna be death. Once I get past the cube.
No play left in this one.
Yeah, not too good because you have the gaps and you can leave a shot. You are only up 9 pips in the raise, but it's hard for me to see.
Full freedom against those 2 glued back checkers with all this structure.
Your opponent
already
doubles.
made. I mean, this is just a stone cold pass.
Yeah. Yeah. You're leading 5-3, but even so, like, I don't know. There's the race lead, plus you're being primed.
New game.
Kind of like if you can get you have a slightly inferior race if you can get the position to a race.
Yeah, if you could escape the checkers, then you'd have an easy take. But it's hard to escape the checkers.
So Berkant's decided to make the deuce point with the 6-4, which is not a bad decision trailing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now Ilia's got to scramble with the back checkers. That's a great role to do it with.
Yeah, it's looking like a reasonably even game in this one. They both got anchors with some checkers behind the anchors. Do you play 6-2 here?
I think I come down. I can't do
shot?
it. I can't play 6-2.
That is
well, look at me.
Very costly if you get hit with a 6. I think I would have played 6-2 actually. I mean, you're not set up to prime him, and it's really costly getting hit with the 6.
Lucky.
I think I just play with one blot here.
Yeah. I was looking for some duplication, but there's no duplication, so fewer blots, fewer shots.
Berkant pauses here, but yeah, I think you gotta hit that blot first, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, you don't have that much market loss with you being anchored on your 4-point and not many spares to play with, 4 checkers behind the anchor already. But this looks like it's probably a good time to double to me.
I think so.
You're up 36 pips.
Full freedom, and sure, you're missing the 5-point, but if you ever do fill that in,
Your opponent doubles.
one of
You're
those.
trailing in the match, you
Yeah.
know, 3-6. You have sets that will lose the market, pretty much any set.
Your
Maybe
opponent
6-1.
takes.
6-1 making the 5-point maybe. There's also some market loss if you hit any fans or something. This is not the best hit.
This is
I think you do hit, just because what else? Like, you have to leave a direct shot somehow, right?
Could you just clear the 11? I don't know.
So you're going to leave 11 aces. If you do this, oh my God.
You see, this is the problem. The 6 is so bad.
This is a terrible roll.
Yeah,
maybe you
it's,
do this. Yeah. At first you're like, 3 is good, and like 6-3. It seems like you should be able to do something, but
yeah, you're leaving a ton of blots.
Right. You're leaving a bunch of blots. There's probably more shots than just 11 numbers, and you're also breaking your 8-point. So if you get missed, you don't have the landing spot in the future. Yeah, I like clearing the 11 actually. Good play.
We'll see if Berkant can cover. He does.
I think it's a good play to make the ace.
I like it as well. I like having that spare on the 8 or later.
Yeah, gives you the fastest way to make a 5-point board. If you just roll a 6 here, then you make a 5-point board. It's possible to pay off, but it's kind of hard. Yeah, Ilia has to move also, so.
Right. Speaking of which,
Maybe play to win with like 13-11, 4-3.
breaking the board is so bad. and
I mean,
that's why I'd be tempted to make that play.
I mean,
Like,
for
getting
sure,
hit
it's
bad, too.
best play at double match point, right? If you want to win the game,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
got to be the best play. So there is some risk that you could get gammoned, but
Yeah.
I almost always try to win the game if I have a reasonable chance to do so.
And the thing is, the race is so out of the question here that you can't really win if you break the board so easily. So. But
Right. I mean, you can only win by
Lucky.
remaking the board. You can't win by racing.
and Berkant's gonna rip aggressively.
Yeah. Double fours will probably save gammon. Most likely.
Debating whether to be odd or rip a checker. I usually just rip the checker.
Me too. That's usually my go-to. I figure if I roll a big set, I'll have 9 off anyway, so. But it's possible I'm overly aggressive.
Looking like it's going to be 6-5.
Nice. So they're playing to 13, so 8 away, 7 away.
New game.
All right, so Ilia starts with 3-1, and if you roll a splitting number, you want to split.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. 6-5, so there's a 6, and then you should think about the 5, yeah, and maybe play 13-8, but I'm not sure.
I always have trouble when to make that.
I think it's probably technically better when your opponent has split with an ace. And you've started with 3-1. But it's got to be super close. You know, if you don't have the stronger board, if you had started with, you know, I don't know, a 6-1 or 5-3 or something, and your opponent rolled a number that wasn't splitting, but rolled like a 5-2 and stacked up their 8-point or something, then you would just want to run. Double 3 makes an instant board.
Yep. Boarding up strong.
Yeah.
Ilia does have full freedom now.
He does. I assume no shots in the outfield? You can do this, but you're leaving a double shot.
Yeah. And the race is tight now.
4-2 is pretty strong.
That's really strong.
Yeah, there's going to be a cube if he doesn't roll a good number.
Does anchor.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But could you still cube? Maybe not. I don't know. It's a little bit thin.
It's thin. I guess the thread is actually making the 6 prime.
Yeah. I'd give him a 4-3 and play 13-10, 11-9, just to get. Now you have 4 builders for the bar instead of 2, right?
Yeah, and you really do want to make the bar or be a big threat to make the bar in the position. It makes it upcoming cube pretty strong.
Right. It's a big difference having a 6 prime versus trailing in the race and letting it out double 4 to win.
Yeah, because you make that 6 prime, positions like these are not takeable. But if it's a 5 prime, you know, you can still.
Yeah, if it's a 5 prime, then the race really matters, right?
Yeah.
Because black can either win with an escaping double 4, or white can roll awkwardly and have to break up the prime prematurely, and then black can escape and win the race somehow. So it's possible that Berkant will be forced to crunch next roll, but now you're out of spares and everything stripped, and you put 2 checkers behind the anchor, so I would think this was maybe not as good as it could be. What about now?
Ooh. Now, I think I go.
Yeah, I kind of like doubling here.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be a pretty easy take, I think, for Berkant. But I can certainly see market loss just by Berkant not escaping and cracking his board or whatever. So now, is it a take?
I think once that board
Your
starts
opponent
to
doubles.
go, I'm less interested in taking this.
It feels close. I mean, I think probably a pass, I want to say. If Ilia had just like a little bit more flexibility, like the checker on the 5 on the 6, then I would think it would be like a clear pass. But with this one, I'm not really totally sure.
But what are the bad sequences here?
6-5, not good.
That's always the obvious one. Oh yeah, that one. And now he's got the choice of whether to clear or make the board behind him.
I think you want to clear, right? I mean, there is the race. You could lose the race, but
you could do it. But also 6-5.
Right, 6-5, and just other numbers like 5-4, 5. No, 5-4 is fine. 5-3. No, 5-3 was fine. It was just 6-5.
Oh, gotta hit loose.
Yeah.
Very unlucky.
Very unlucky, sad face. Berkant gets a frowny face.
Oh, another shot. This one gets hit.
Yeah, there's 4 off.
Amazingly lucky. Epic luck.
Lucky 6-5 in the bar. Big smiley face.
Now this is the drama we were all waiting for.
Yeah, one more shot, an ace shot. Oh, you missed the ace. Okay.
Unlucky.
It's funny, you play like 20 rolls and like nothing happens basically. It's like you have like a small improvement here and there, and then in 3 rolls it like swings back and forth between winning and losing, right? You're like, oh, should I move an ace here to position my checkers to make a different point? But like what really matters is whether you hit the shot or not.
New game.
Backgammon is a game of skill. All right. 8-5 to Ilia. 5 away, 8 away.
4-3 can play 18-14 and make the 10 point. I don't think you want to double hit, but I mean, it is a play. I like making structure if I can. 5-4 must hit. I don't think you want to anchor when you have 3 men back plus He's also shooting at the blot on the 10, right?
It's close to me,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
all right, we both have advanced anchors now. They just hitting loose with
Hit behind the anchor. Yeah, maybe stop him
Nothing
from
else to
making his
do?
4-point. Nothing else that makes any sense.
Good response from Berkant. All right. Berkant's got some structure.
Yeah, pretty good. I
Does
don't
Ilia
think
want
you
to
want
commit to that?
No, I don't think you want to make the deuce point. I like 6-5 actually.
I
because,
was wondering about 6-5.
yeah, you got a bunch of checkers on that 6-point, and they got nowhere to go basically. So that would be me, but
Well, now you can just make the 20 and keep him from using those. So.
yeah, I mean, you can put them somewhere, but it's gonna be a while before they're actually on useful points. Level 6 fan. Okay.
Good.
Okay, so Ilia has a 2-5 game. It's not really a back game because Berkant still isn't close to bearing in or off, and he pretty much just wants to control the outfield.
Double anchor holding game, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, if Berkant manages to get all of his checkers around and Ilias does this position, then it'll be like a back game. But that means Berkant's gonna have to play 40 pips, right?
It's an interesting decision there.
I think you gotta get that checker. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can hit.
Still going for the win going forward.
Yeah, if you get hit back, I mean, you can also kind of fall back on a back game. It's not like back game is totally out of reach.
Well, it's
hit
looking
here-
more like one now.
Yeah, if you get double hit here, you're gonna fall back on your 2-5 back game, I guess. Good hit with the 4, and the deuce up makes sense to get kind of seeing that checker, seeing the outfield. You can potentially make the 3-point with an ace if you want to at some point.
Right.
No, I think you want to. I think you want to get that checker into the outfield, right?
Yeah.
You got to come out the deuce point, and it's possible to make a 2-3 game. You can potentially roll an ace and then even come off the 5-point at some point. This just looks way too stacked to me.
But yeah, this is where he's kind of deciding what his game plan for the future is. I think I like this, like you did.
Yeah, I mean,
Your
you
opponent
got to
doubles.
keep your options open this way.
Your
right?
opponent takes.
You don't have to necessarily commit to something right away. You could play a 2-5 game or a 2-3 game or.
Berkant gave this cube, and Ilia took.
Ilia scooped it, but
Yeah.
it was a little bit scary. Yeah. If you can get the checkers out, you're going to be in fine shape. But there's a 5 prime in front of you, so
Definitely good cube for Berkant, though. That's behind in the match, these are kinds of things you're looking for.
Yeah. A massive back game with 7 checkers back is usually a good idea for the trailer, and not. I don't think you want to break your deuce point, right? That's the point you want, I think.
I think the plan is to fall back on the 2-3 game.
Right. I mean, you'd be quite happy to just roll 5s and like break your 20 point and not give up your 2-3 game. I think. I mean, maybe there is a point where you want to give up the 2-3 game, but you don't want to commit to it, and like the checkers can't move backwards, right?
That double 3s is not what Berkant.
No, that was not what Berkant wanted at all. Now Ilia is in fine shape, basically.
Yeah.
You know, the 5 prime is gone, and the checkers are flowing into the outfield, and Berkant is way too fast with double 5s. So Ilia is probably actually a favorite in the game at this point. I mean, the 2-3 game just hits a lot of shots, and then when the opponent doesn't have their 5 point, also, he's never going to fill in the 5 point. So there will be shots on the 6 point at some point. There will be shots on the 8 point at some point. Yeah. You could also just make good prime and contain a checker right away.
Already a checker buried on by 3rd checker on the ace. So
yeah.
Foreboding.
I never really know how to play as bearing in as black. Like, I don't even know what position I'm aiming for. I guess I just don't want to get hit when he has the 6, 5, and 4 points immediately. But
yeah, so sometimes you might leave an early shot,
right,
when it's less dangerous, but it's never an appetizing thing. Now, this is not a good roll for.
This is not Ilia. A good roll. He's played 2. He has 2 left.
Yep.
Oh man, this is a terrible roll.
I don't think I do that.
Why not? What can you do? You can't break the 23 point.
Can you break the 5? Can you go 5 to 2?
Oh,
I just don't like the ace point.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. You're right. 5 to 2 is better than making the ace.
And it's kind of interesting, like how much worse in these positions making the ace point is, just because with the deuce point you can actually theoretically make a prime later. With the ace point, you can't.
Yeah, with the deuce point you can make it prime later. With the ace point you can't. And with the ace point you have 2 gaps, and with the 5 point you only have 1 gap. So looks like the right idea to me. I mean,
but
could it ever be breaking the 23? That's like the best point you have.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like giving up. I mean, it's not technically giving up. It feels like
you can't break
up.
that point. You have to break your board.
Yeah, Ilia is fine. I mean, just make the 5 quickly.
Yeah. Okay. It's actually good for Ilia.
Yeah.
Even though Berkant is stalling, Ilia's managed to
now he's ready.
Board. Yeah.
Oh, what a shot!
Is a tremendous roll. Yeah. Does
what
this,
a shot!
And then do you switch 6 to 5?
That looks pretty good.
You could play 8 to 6 also.
This is hard for me.
Yeah. If you do this,
The one thing is
6-2 is a direct. This is not the play, I believe. I'm not going to volunteer a shot immediately.
Yeah.
Plus, maybe have a worse Baron anyway.
the one thing, I don't know if sometimes it makes
Very
6-2
lucky.
is a direct shot, even if he fans.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not sure.
yeah, I'm not sure either.
What were you thinking?
But sometimes, like, make the 0.3 in front of the anchor is sometimes a harder one to clear at the end. So maybe you don't make the 1.5 in front of the. I don't know. This is already a shot.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Awfully unlucky.
All right. Ilia's gonna have to go to the win.
Well, for Berkant, but I think Ilia rates to save Gammon, most likely.
Yeah. That deuce point causes a lot of wastage in the bear off.
Yeah. You can see he's already only born off 2 checkers, so it's gonna be a pretty easy save, it looks like, if nothing crazy happens. It's more likely to hit a shot than to get gammoned.
To my eye, just
Gotta
4
play
off.
safe here. Yeah.
There is
Just a
the
shot.
aforementioned shot.
If you play 3-1 and he stays around, then you're leaving a shot next roll with
Unlucky.
most of your numbers.
Unlucky.
This way you could leave a double shot. No.
Yeah, just as we were saying, yeah, you want to avoid future jeopardy. He rolls double threes.
Yeah. You can always imagine how these crazy sequences can happen, but like the main line is just he's forced to run, right?
All right.
New game.
Neck and neck, 8-7.
Yeah. 6-2 should fight for the high point in your board. 5 point is one of the best points you can make.
Keep fighting.
Even though you mostly tend to get
Unlucky.
hit there, sometimes they don't hit and roll something like double 6.
It's all about that upside.
Yeah. Three, 1. Do you anchor here?
I'm anchoring.
Yeah.
Not there.
Yeah, not on the ace point. you want a more advanced anchor.
Because at this point, I've got a worse board. Like I'm not likely to win this plot hitting contest anymore.
Oh boy, you gotta.
Yeah, well, now it's all I got.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can. You're out primed. You can maybe make a back game. It's not an ideal. So now you can make the 22 point actually.
Yeah, I think it's 22 for me.
Yeah, you like to come up when you're out primed, and I don't know, the back game still isn't. Oh, you blocked double ace
Well,
actually.
this is awful.
6-2 double hits. Okay. It's got. Oh, and he
Ooh.
fans with both.
Wow.
Okay, so the back game is going forward. Not a particularly good 6-1, but I feel like you gotta get a checker into the outfield.
That's what I feel too. You kind of feel this impulse that something's got to come up from the back. Like,
Right.
I don't know. It's
Right.
just
I like 24-17 getting off the ace point, but
yeah,
it gives you flexibility when he has 2 guys on the bar.
we don't want to commit to the to anchor, the deep anchor game when there's still, the race is close.
Right. I mean, maybe you can make the deep anchor game later if
Yeah.
necessary. But oh, that's a great number.
Wow.
Make the 5 point.
Making the 5.
Yeah, suddenly you have a 5 prime.
How'd this happen? Now what do you do if you're Berkant?
I guess you have to double hit. Like, what else? I don't see another play. 5 hits, I guess. Yeah, okay. Advances the anchor.
Yeah. I think that's me.
Gives you a 6 to escape the check.
Unlucky.
Now Ilia's
Okay.
a fan with both.
Got to come out rather than make your ace point.
Right. This is developing. Well, I don't like this.
Yeah, you like to make the prime in front of him because the prime is you're being primed and it's just hard to blitz him when he has an anchor plus a 5 prime in front of you.
I mean, I was about to say it's developing into a prime versus prime game, but then
Right.
that just undercut me completely. So,
Right. I didn't like that play at all.
now what do you do? You've committed to this blitz.
You can't blitz him. He is an anchor. He's already beaten the blitz. You have to come out, right?
I mean,
I don't
it
know.
feels like it,
Make the 7. Yeah.
but then the 4 is.
Where's your 4?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, with the whole roll, you might just need to hit that second checker.
Yeah, I
Because you
guess.
chose this game plan before.
Right. Right. It's so hard to clean up now. You have all the blots.
Yeah.
So maybe you hit the buy tempo and then try to clean up that way. I guess. Okay.
Very unlucky.
Well,
Yeah. Continue going forward.
this is either going to work or it's not. Look at this.
Looks like it's gonna work.
This is looking like it's working.
Yeah, you gotta hit again.
Big roll here.
Yeah, it needs a 3.
No, you committed to this, Berkant. Come on now.
This is probably just as many shots, right? 3, 6, 4, 6.
It feels like it.
3, 4, double 3, double 4.
Come on, you want to put them away. This is how you do it.
Yeah. Oh, 3, 5, and 4, 5 also. Yeah, it's more shots this way.
And that's
Lucky.
the unintuitive thing about
Right.
shots. Is
You're leaving 2 blots and like a bunch of indirects.
Awfully unlucky.
all right. Now what?
Now you gotta spin the cube, right?
Your
Could it be
opponent
too
doubles.
good?
I feel like
I don't-
it's mandatory.
I don't think it's too good because somebody could take also. Can it be a take? I don't.
The bot always
No.
wants me to take these, like when, hey, you've got. It basically says you got an anchor. What are you afraid of? But
Well, you do have 5 men back and 1 on the bar already.
yeah, so it's a little different from some of those.
New game.
I like
Okay.
the pass. I think it's a good pass.
Very lucky.
All right, 5 away, 5 away. Great action so far. Early double 6 for Berkant.
Or
And-
2. This is going to be close to a cube. If
I think
if
we're
Bilgi
there.
doesn't roll well, then it should be a cube.
Yep.
And I guess it's a take at this score. Like you're more inclined to take than you would be at normal scores.
It's like the higher raw take point, but Gammon's hurt a little bit worse than usual.
Right, but you don't really rate to get Gammon very often in this sort of position, I think. I mean, you do get Gammon more often than the starting position, but it's not like a blitz where you're on the bar.
Right. No,
I mean, it's a strong cube. Yeah, it's a very strong cube.
Like, my rule of thumb is always the early double six plus
Your
one
opponent
net
doubles.
improvement. And I think we're there.
New game.
Yeah.
Ilia's not interested in that, and might have been right.
Yeah, he might have been right. I'm not really sure. It seemed like it was close. It was a close decision, one way or the other, whether to take your pass. And I was thinking maybe you could take it the score just because I think for money it's the 0-0. It's a pass. And so.
Lucky.
All right. 4 away, 5 away, and Berkant. Interesting.
Lucky.
Well, Ilia hits.
Double three.
You think you can play it safely with the first 3, and then you got a last one to play. So,
yeah. Oh yeah, this is probably better.
This seems fine.
Yeah.
Make the ace.
Yeah. Nothing else to be found on the board.
Well, does Ilia have anything here?
I don't think so. You got the gaps, and he does have the checker back there. Plus, the race is not gin, and then you're also trailing 8-9, which means you have to double much later than if it were 0-0.
Oh, fine, Matt. Take all my fun away.
If it was 9-9, it would be a different story.
all these match play subtleties. Now, after there's double 4s,
you're up 30
Your opponent
pips and he's
doubles.
on the bar.
I
still think you should take, though, right?
Really?
No?
New game.
You don't think so?
I don't think
Pass?
so. I'm passing.
Okay. All right.
I'm passing.
There was some gammon risk. It's not like totally without gammons. So now it's 9-9. So
Yep.
now the cube comes considerably earlier than maybe at 0-0. There's lots of little subtleties.
It comes back faster. Too.
Yeah, it comes back fast too. This could be over quickly.
All right, we've settled into a mutual holding game here. Roll a set, don't get hit. That's the name of the game.
It's a good game plan, like rolling sets.
And Ilia can come down and make the 9.
Lucky.
Looks good to me. The race is still not gin, so you want to create blocking points. Thing about the 4 anchor is even if you build a prime in front of him, as long as he's got the race, he can always just wait for you to break your prime up and then try to win the race later.
That is so annoying, by the way. We're taught primes are just like the greatest thing, and I mean it's better than not having one, but
Primes are great if your opponent doesn't have an advanced anchor, you know,
Yeah.
but that's the power of making an advanced anchor. So you can like stop your opponent from priming you. Now he's got to break up his structure while you have a 6-point board. So, you know. This looks natural to me. You like slotting your 3-point and not putting a checker on your deuce point.
That's the thing. Like, to the eye, we don't like dilly builders on the deuce point. We slot points, we make points.
Yeah, you do play with a blot, so if he runs, you know, you might have a blot, but like that's the only way you're ever going to make that point, right? So
and you might hit and cover. If
you can hit and cover. How about now? It looks
this is always like,
yeah.
I think it's always hard for me.
I think you double this. Like it looks like you got tons of market loss, just any hit and no hit back.
Yeah.
And
Cube's
making
clear.
the point on his head is like almost gin.
Your
It's
opponent
massive.
doubles.
Yeah.
And should be a take.
Yeah. You can get hit and then hit back, or you can miss and then win the race. If you get
Excellent
pointed
shake
on,
from Guzei. Ilia
not
Guzei.
so many gammons here, even if you get pointed on. I mean, you're probably going to lose, but you don't rate to get gammoned. Good play. Keeps the double 6 safe, puts 4 builders for the ace point. Normally, if you can play double 6, then you can play almost every other roll also, because double 6 is the most forcing, largest roll that you have, so the other rolls are going to be more flexible.
I do love those little shortcuts. I'm as a lazy player myself, so I don't have to check all the sets. I just have to check double 6.
Right.
Unlucky.
Oh, there's a shot.
Unlucky.
4.
And a hit! And leave it slotted, right?
Oh, man. Yeah, if you get hit, you're probably not going to get gammoned. But, I mean, you got to play to win, right?
That's
Yeah,
me.
I think you got to play to win. And closing the board would really help your case for winning.
And also subsequent cube decisions, right? Like,
Yeah, you could get close to a pretty good cube, and if you lift, it seems like those checkers have 3-4 rolls to come around the board.
yeah. I mean, the take point on the recube is 33%. Significantly higher.
If your checkers were close to home, then like lifting would make a lot of sense. But I think, you know, with the blot way back on the 21 and, you know, the other blot on the 14, it's going to take them a long time to get home. And
this is the most direct path.
Yeah. Anytime Ilia rolls a 6, it's close to gin. Whether you have a blot there or not.
My plan, leave it slotted, hope he fans, cover it, and then I'm close to a cube. I don't know if I'm quite there yet. I have to think about it.
Epic luck.
Deep spares.
Unlucky.
Right. Yeah, so what
Lucky.
now? If you take a checker off, what's that? He's got 6 men off.
Oh, huge.
Huge roll with 2-1. So how do you play it? I think you want to come off the ace point rather than
definitely bearing off the ace point.
Yeah, that's also safer. And then the question is, do you take 2 off or play 6-4?
Well, here's the thing. What about cube action after either play?
Right. That's also a consideration. So if you do this, how often does Ilia win? I mean, Ilia needs 33% to take, right? Is way more than a normal game.
I don't know that he has it here.
Right. This is a strong redouble, and I'm not sure that it's actually a take.
Well, now it's got to be a pass after that shake, I think.
Yeah, double fives followed
Your
by
opponent
5-1.
doubles.
Looks like it should be a pretty clear pass, I believe. I don't think Ilia is close to. I mean, maybe at 0-0 you would be. I think even at 0-0 you pass, right? So here it must be a monster pass.
This has to be a huge pass.
Yeah. Maybe he wins like 20%, and he needs 33 to take, so he'd be giving up like one match in 6
New game.
almost.
And it is passed. And now we go to our favorite score: 2 away, 4 away. Ilia's hoping to raise his win percentage slightly and his gammon percentage slightly so he can send a cube. Hasn't happened quite yet.
I think you like to split when your opponent makes the bar point.
Still playing good backgammon.
Yeah. Even regardless of score. But
Yep.
the six coming down, not to leave a shot in the outfield and to create another builder.
A lot of times people forget they have a landing spot after they make the early 6 point. Like, you can use your sixes for that.
Yeah, no, it's usually good because, you don't have any spares on it. So, creating an extra safe builder is like nice.
Good play here.
Ace should come up to see daylight with the 6. But Berkant is pretty happy that he's kind of made some structure and survived an early. Hasn't faced a cube yet at 4 away, 2 away, and won't for a long time unless something crazy happens.
He is torn between playing stodgy and making a point, but leaving
I don't
a shot.
want to leave a direct shot when my opponent has a 4 prime.
It seems bad.
Yeah.
And we can still unstack.
4 point is also not the point you necessarily want. Like, you want to make your 5 point rather than your 4 point.
Lucky.
Apparently, it actually was right to make 4 point. So, good play. I wouldn't have done it.
I would not have done it either. I guess that's why they're in the finals of this thing.
Lucky.
Yeah. No, they're both quite strong and playing very well. So.
All right, so I think this
Your
game's
opponent
over.
doubles.
What is the count? I can't see.
New game.
36 pips.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Even at that score, you don't have nearly enough to take points like 18 and a half or something now. So.
Same idea here with 3-6, even though your opponent hasn't made the bar point. Just play the 6 down and then split with the 3, I believe.
All right. Crawford 4 away, so Berkant is 1 game away from winning the whole tournament.
Yeah, all he needs to do is win 1 game. Could be this game, the next game, or maybe even the game after that. So.
Gammons are meaningful for Ilia.
Gammons do mean something. Not quite as much as a Crawford 2 away, but they are meaningful.
It's not gammon go. One of my pet peeves is using that phrase wrong, but we won't get into that.
Hit point's not really doing anything for you, so there's no real strong reason to keep it.
Yeah, you can't. Let's put it this way: you can't outweight him there.
Right.
So yeah, that's often the test. Like, should I give it? Well, can he outweight you? Yeah, then give it up.
Right. He's got 8 checkers to play with before you play 2, so.
Yeah. Race very close still.
Yeah. This is a kind of game that Berkant likes to play. You know, it's almost impossible to get gammoned, and you also have a close race and strong board and an anchor. So, on the other hand, Ilia does have full freedom and kind of a reasonable way to win the game, right? Just win the race. So, you also don't mind winning the game if you're Ilia.
Winning the game if you're Ilia is great. That means you get to keep playing and trying to win.
Right. Leave a shot here.
Oh
Man.
Epic lock.
And it gets hit.
This is gonna be all Berkant. There's a little bit of trouble. He needs a roll here. Okay, he gets by.
No problem.
So it looks like Berkant is gonna win the whole thing. Yeah.
It sure is looking like it. After 21 rounds.
21 rounds.
With a record of 21 or a record of 18-3. Berkant outlasts the whole field.
Well done, Berkant. Well played. It was a long tournament.
It's a tremendous accomplishment. I mean, how many people are going to win a tournament ever with well over 300 participants in it?
I've never played in a 21-round tournament.
I mean, I'm just exhausted thinking about that. Well, fantastic job by both players. Early PR results. Berkant's is about 4-7, 4-8, and Ilia is about 3-7. So just really high quality stuff from both players.
Yeah. No, very well done. Well deserved. Congrats to Berkant.
We have a winner, Berkant.
Excellent match.
That was fun.
Hope all the spectators enjoyed.
Thank you all for joining us. And congratulations to Berkant on winning it, being a national champion.
Congrats, Berkant. National champion.